It's a Tuesday evening, and you know exactly what that means. Welcome back to the Drive-Thru Sim Series, round number 11 out of 20 here in Season 2. We're moving on to the second half of the season, and we have a lot of action yet to come. It's the Lehigh Valley 180 at Pocono Raceway. Starting off here, as usual, with pre-qualifying, which means we have 14 drivers fighting over 6 spots in the race. After this, we're going to host a qualifying session with all 42 cars on track at once, and then it's time for the main event. 70 laps at this, the trickiest of all triangles, a 2.5 mile triangle. I would call it an oval, but a race is more like a road course. Lots of stuff yet to come. Let's take a look. We've got a 1.5 minutes completed already of pre-qualifying. Nitros in the 56 this week. Some of these rotating door cars. Let's see who's behind the wheel. Orioles 1932 making his very first attempt here in the Drive-Thru Sim Series for Carnation Motorsports in that recently vacated number 24. Beautiful Ace car. Did I say Nitro in the 56? Well, it makes sense because he normally drives the 56 in the SS. He's in the 46, all right. Okay, Pan. Nitro XP, not to be confusing, is in the 52 for Power Sport Racing. In the 66, making his Sim Series pre-qualifying debut, is Tim Cigar, who is attempting in this Arctic Racing number 66 that hasn't finished a single race yet this season. They've qualified for a couple and wrecked out of each and every single one. Luke Rainey in the 2 looking to not disappoint again this week. I feel like we talk about it every week. He had his charter taken away and has to pre-qualify his way into every event now. In the 34 is Dual Shock in that beautiful red and white. It's a really classic design, isn't it? That Tyson Power Sport Racing Ford. I believe that's it in terms of the non-regulars. Trouble Cyclone in the 40 as well. He's done quite a few starts in this car. Well, quite a few attempts. Hasn't had a single successful start, but he's starting on top of the board with a 48.806. Currently sitting in first place, but I don't expect these times to last very long, as drivers get used to the interesting nature of this track here at Pocono. Tropical still sitting in first, but John Jones in second right now. Just a 10th.5 behind. Orioles struggling. He's got a 49-second lap time. And Tropical's running a 48.4. Again, still a long way to go. We have 6 minutes left in this session. VGO3 jumping up into second place with a 48.477. Looks like Jared Preston plays YT in the 1 is going to be able to get a bit of draft here from Tropical. He'll get some straight line speed, but it might hurt him in the corners. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get past the 40 going into turn 1. Just making sure we got the ticker on screen. Sometimes it doesn't want to work, but I think we're good right now. I gotta get my view of the broadcast caught up. Here we go. All right, we're good. John Jones, top of the board, 48.073. Jared Preston plays YT up into second with a 48.1. Then it's Emmett Lashbrook, VGO3, and Tropical still sitting in 5th place. Dual Shock on the bubble, and Janza on the outside looking in. Thanks for the 10 bits, Ringo. I'm now a page. Oh my God. Patreon Gold, what a legend. You know, I was just gonna reshuffle my Patreons because literally nobody's at the silver level. So, thanks for jumping on at gold, dude. I really do appreciate that. We'll get you your rewards, pal. That's awesome. Carter Friesen up into 5th. That puts Tropical Cyclone in 6th and on the bubble. Luke Rainey on the outside looking in. Then it's Dual Shock. Nitro struggling at the back with a 48.8. Not fast at all. VGO3 in second. John Jones still at the top. Janza up in a 5th. So that 47 is going to push Tropical out. Janza sitting in the 5th. Then it's Carter Friesen in 6th. Tropical Cyclone by 7 thousandths of a second. Not in the session. Oh, hey, Midlife. Welcome back. 4 minutes left in the session. Emmett Lashbrook still sitting on top. Now he has a 47.932. What a lap. John Jones down to 2nd. Then it's Carter Friesen, VGO3, Jared Preston plays YT, and Luke Rainey. Recently jumping into that 6th transfer position, which pushes Janza out and pushes Tropical down to 8th. Dual Shock down in 9th. Sagara and Nitro, as well as Orioles, still struggling at the bottom of the order. Ben Pine with 10 plus 1 biddies. How's everyone this cold-ass night? I'm doing great, if any of you cared. I care. I appreciate that, Ben. And it is a little bit chilly, I must say. We're getting into that winter kind of weather. But I'm excited. I feel like the Sim series really comes into its own once NASCAR off-season is underway. So, Tropical, just on the outside looking in, he's going to grab some new tires and try to go again as they have just 3 minutes left in this pre-qualifying session. Again, just the top 6 will advance. So we've got a little bit of on-track battle here. John Jones, he's currently sitting 3rd, and Orioles is 12th. So 43 wants to get past him pretty quickly, but he's struggling to get by here in the tunnel turn. 1-2 for Mechanized Racing. Good catch there, pal. Emmett Lashbrook, 47.9. VGO3, 48.0. Then it's John Jones, Carter Friesen, Jared Preston plays YT, and Janza. So that's going to push Luke Rainey out. He was already out, I think. No, Janza recently got past Luke Rainey. So that pushes the 2 out. He's sitting down in 7th. If he doesn't get his rear in gear, he will not make this race. Tropical, meanwhile, still making adjustments to the car. Nitro XP in the 52 struggling. This home race, he is all alone on track with no help at all. Struggling. Down in 11th. As we're seeing, like we did last season, a lot of these drivers opting to work together. The 82 and the 47. Janza and VGO3 here. Emmett Lashbrook, who is working with Carter Friesen. These are all very fast cars working together. Meanwhile, the 43 is still just trying to get past the 24. So do a +1 if I should start gifting Twitch subs? What? I'm just saying, Ed Soundhead is... Why is my computer playing music? What the Christ? What? What? My iTunes just started playing Take On Me, and I don't know why. It just randomly started playing. Like, I missed a phone call, and apparently that was like, okay, cool, we're playing Take On Me now. Minute left in the session. But yeah, as I was saying, Ed Soundhead is pretty comfortably at the top of the sub-gifting board. He has 22 gifted subs. I'm just saying. Good luck. So the session is coming to an end. We've got just under a minute left. Emmett Lashbrook on top, VGO3 in 2nd. Then it's John Jones, Carter Friesen, Jared Preston plays YT, and Janza. Luke Rainey out by about 1/10 of a second. Then Tropical Cyclone, Dual Shock, Orioles, Hoodlum, Nitro XP, Cigar, and Nitro all struggling and might be going home early. Tropical is all alone on track without that drafting help. I don't know if he can make his way in. Meanwhile, the 66 of Cigar looking to get passed by the 08 of Emmett Lashbrook. This time will soon expire on this pre-qualifying session. So the red flag is displayed, which means drivers will get a chance to finish their current lap. And that'll be that for pre-qualifying. See if Tropical Cyclone can best his time of 48.2 with these fresh tires. No, sir, not even close. Nitro out of the final corner. 48.8 is the best he could muster, and he gets a 48.6. Not fast enough. He won't be able to qualify into the race. Cigar sets his personal best, but also not good enough to make the show. Luke Rainey misses out by 1 position. Chairperson plays YT, does not better his time. Orioles out of the final corner. Neither does he, and neither will the 34 of DualShock. So unless Hoodlum can shake something up, that'll be the end of the session. So let's take a look at the standings. Again, the top 6 are going to be qualifying in the main event. Everybody else will be sent home early, including Luke Rainey, who won at Iowa, and his team owner took away his charter. A race winner. And he's going to be really struggling in the points, as we only have a few races until the chase-offs start. He is going to be way down the order. Not what you want. Meanwhile, Tropical Cyclone still doesn't have a single start. DualShock, Orioles, and Cigar don't make their first attempts in the Sim series. As expected, it's tough as a rookie. And then it's Nitro, Hoodlum, and Nitro XP. So we are going to get these drivers into the main roster, and then let's get this race underway. We're going to qualify 42 cars, 10 minutes, set the grid. Still got a lot of action yet to be had here at Pocono Raceway.
Okay, so somebody go run out of fuel in the middle of turn 3 like last year?
No, because I actually fixed that. But they will maybe go 5 wide into turn 1 and crash.
Oh, that's new.
Welcome, Jacob Hits, to the booth.
Yeah, hi, hello.
Here on time. It's nice. It's great. Well, I guess it's not really on time so much as I'm late.
I've been here listening for the last, like, 10 minutes or so. I was just finishing the hot dog that I waited about a year in line for. So.
You'll have to see it.
We're good.
Fun fact, this is the first race that Jacob Hits commentated last season in the Sim series.
Yeah.
Although there was significantly less hot dog at that point in time.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
We're going to get these drivers moved in, and we'll get this qualifying session underway. You've got everything you need, right, Jacob? Timing in the lot?
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
Yes.
So, 10 minutes, 42 cars. The draft will matter. And the fastest lap times will set the order. And I tell you what, with these big spoilers, high downforce, high drag, I think we're going to see a lot of draft. And with that, let's get this qualifying session underway here at beautiful sunny Pocono. What a fantastic day for summer racing. See if we have some early takers on track, and it looks like the 47 of Janza will be the first one out of his pit box. But now we have some more. VGO3, Mark Silas, CodyHGaming. And hello, I'm you. A lot of drivers coming out now. They want to get in on this pack and see if they can put down some quick lap times early on with these fresh tires. And with that, the first minute of the session is pretty much gone. We're going to see a Jimmy Johnson-like crash where it basically ends their race-winning career in the Sim series. Hey, it might happen. I'm just saying, turn 1's going to be interesting, especially on the first lap. Eldora and New Hampshire road course should be next season. Don't at me. There it is. Janza's he's really looking to get out front. He's going to pass Mark Silas on the outlap and runs way down the hill to try and carry some momentum down the front straightaway. But he's going to have to deal with some cars coming out of the pits, and we know how dangerous this can get here in turn 1 as Fireball and Midlife are just coming out of the pits. Janza's going to have to go around the outside. Hopefully it doesn't get tight. So they exit turn 1 and head towards turn 2. Eldora Povil. Yeah, let's do it. Wait, are you guys not... You're making fun of him for saying Povil, but are you not familiar? Have you not watched the Povil videos? Doggo knows what he's talking about. Don't be making fun of this guy. Yeah, you're the dinks here. Come on now. These guys don't know what a poval is. What is this? Your first time watching my content?
Yes.
All right, thanks, Jacob. Jacob, you were in that damn video. Shut up.
I know I was.
All right, first few lap times starting to come in. Hello, I'm you with a 48.6, Janzo with a 49.0, and CodyHGaming to the top of the board with a 48.5. Carrying off some good momentum from the All-Star race a couple of weeks ago at Charlotte. Had a pretty good run at Charlotte as well. Currently sitting at the top of the board, just above Carter Friesen by 0.03 of a second. 29 bits from Ben Pie. Is that an owl riding a shrimp, riding a Dimbo, given the rest of my bit? Ben, I thought we agreed that you would read things before you send things. I thought we came to an agreement of sorts here. Also, if you want the shrimp, you have to send 69 bits. Come on now, you know that. Fireball, top of the board, 48.0. Pretty quick, but we know they're going to get quicker. DNP10 in second, then it's Hello I'm You, and what incarnation? But Asteroid Strike with a 47.9, that is pretty darn quick. Some of the fastest we've seen so far today. That 98 is at the top of the board. Rolo sitting in fourth. Good run for him, but Chase the Coyote just went third and bumped him down a spot. A lot of action here early on. 6.5 minutes left in the session. Carnation up to second. That 95's looking quick. Bit of a rarity this season. He's had just a terrible championship defending year behind the wheel of that number 95 for his own team. Emmett Lashbrook up to fourth, working off of a great pre-qualifying performance. Xander M is in eighth, and Hello I'm You to the top of the board. 47.808. I believe that's one of the fastest times we've seen so far today. So No Quarter Motorsport coming out with some speed in qualifying yet again, but Chase the Coyote just bested him. The points leader. Chase the Coyote in that number 7 with a 47.786. Beating Xander M by 100th of a second. He has a 47.796. Boy, that 7 has been fast just every single week. Chase the Coyote has been so consistent. He hasn't won, although he's came very close on several occasions. He has several hundred points, I believe, in the lead. And looking like it could be a championship season. Chase the Coyote and Drive Through Racing Ventures. He's got a little bit of help from his teammate CodyHGaming in the 28. A good run today also for Mechanizer Racing. With Midlife, he's currently sitting up in 6th. JR Preston Plays is in 8th. Pure is in 9th. Then it's Savage Toy Show. Xander M to the top of the board with a 47.684.
That's flying.
Oh boy.
Place, that's flying.
I think he had
Holy
a
moly.
boatload of draft from Austin Ripp in the 84. I don't know if you could beat that. What a lap. What a lap. 47.684. That's insane. Savage Toy Show
Incredible.
jumps up into second with a 47.735. We're seeing a lot of familiar faces up at the front. Xander M, Savage Toy Show, Chase the Coyote, Hello I'm You. Rusty Broussard just jumped up to 6th with a 47.848.
Who won this race last year? Was that?
It was the
Xander M,
01.
wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, because he like did something stupid and got suspended and lost his win and then came back the next week and won
Yep.
and locked himself in again.
Yep. And did it through a weird turn of events later on in the race. He's got his teammate AFK Master behind him, who's also going pretty quickly here. AFK Master sitting in 10th currently. So of the 3 Xander M Racing Corp cars that have gotten into the race, they're all in the top 10 right now. So despite Luke Rainey missing out on pre-qualifying, the rest of the team looks like they're pretty darn strong. But so far, no one able to come close to Xander M's insane 47.684 lap time. Savage Toy Show is about half a tenth off, and he himself is half a tenth off on Chase the Coyote. That's Hello I'm You, Midlife, Rusty Broussard, Fireball, J.R. Preston Plays, Pure, and AFK Master. But Fireball just jumped up to 4th.
You gotta love the representation here from No Quarter Motorsport. Again, 5th, Hallow, and then 29th, Rolo, 34th, Jacob Hits, 35th, McSpook Boy, 42nd, dead freaking last, Trace Rider again. Gotta love it.
Some
Hope nobody's a
talks.
fan of them, because you'd be disappointed a lot.
Some talks among Sim Series officials. Supposedly, No Quarter Motorsport might lose a charter for next season. That team has just performed so terribly here in Season 2, and I think it might be the 39.
It's certainly possible. He should stick to broadcasting.
as the great Kimi Räikkönen says, you should stick to that reporting stuff. Also, welcome to the chat, Cody. Pocono. Thick Daddy behind the wheel of the 74 for, I believe, the 2nd time this season. Getting a little bit of help from teammate Ben Pye. Well, if you don't count the shootout as the 2nd time this season.
Yeah, I was thinking of... Was he in it at Daytona?
No, he was just in the shootout.
Oh.
He was in the Old Spice 77 for Drive Thru Racing Ventures. I would know.
Well, then what was the other start that he made?
In the 74. I forgot where.
What was the other... Where? Yeah.
I don't know.
I was
Someone
thinking
look
he
it
was
up.
in
Where's the
74
stat guy?
car
Where's
Pocono.
Nitro? Nitro's always good at the stats when we're not.
Seriously.
A minute and a half left here in this qualifying session. Xander M still way up front. And most of the top 5 pretty much unchanged, but Midlife has jumped up to 6th. Power Sport Racing, of the cars that have made the event, doing pretty well here. Asteroid Strike in 11th, DTSS in 12th. How many people are going to look like a clown here at Pocono? Hey, well, it remains to be seen. I think I've voiced my concerns about Turn 1.
Yeah, I'm...
Now
that you said that, I'm freaking nervous.
Let me just say in testing, sometimes they didn't crash. It's possible that they don't crash. That is a scenario that might happen.
If they're 5 wide coming out of turn 1 and they haven't wrecked yet, just throw the caution, because they're going to crash by the time they get to turn 2.
Oh, it'll happen.
You can't make 3 wide through turn 2, more or less 5 wide.
Trace Rider and McSpookboy trying to work together hasn't gone well so far. Trace currently 42nd.
Dead last.
McSpookboy 35th. Oh
Trace
my
is
goodness.
3/10 slower than Chris, who's in 41st.
Once again, Hello I'm You absolutely carrying the team. As
just a giant ball of gum and a couple of paper clips underneath the hood of that thing. I don't think it's an slow as dirt.
time completed, which means drivers will get a chance to finish their last lap as Pure wants a good run out of the corner. He goes to the inside of Cody. And I think on these old tires, though, I'd be surprised if anyone bests their lap times or makes anything competitive.
Bad when somebody that's running 5 starts and runs SSAL full time is beating 2 guys on your team, one of whom has a win.
McSpookboy has probably been the least consistent driver I have ever seen in the Sim series.
He is the
I think he's
car, if you will. He can just be 30th and then 5th and then 40th and then win.
He won a race, and I think he's down 20-something in the points still.
Yeah. It's just been a horrible year.
I'll tell you what, Whitefish, Hello I'm You does have like partial ownership of No Quarter Motorsport, but so do the rest of the drivers. Okay, so we are going to fake a qualifying session.
50%, and then everybody else is like Hello and McSpookboy have 10%, and then everybody else is 5%, something like that. It's weird.
But if they lose a charter, it might get interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to fake a qualifying session, and we're going to take our usual 5 or so minute break. We get this roster all lined up and ready to go.
Yeah. And watch them all pile them up into turn 1. Ed's Soundhead Entertainment is live. Does he not know what fucking time it is? Excuse me, sir.
He said he was gonna stream. To be fair, he
Well,
did.
what the fuck is that?
Nah, he's probably playing some dumb game.
Modded Wreckfest malarkey. Damn straight it's malarkey. Watch Sim series. Garbage.
He's angry because he's not doing well in the Sim series.
Well, maybe if he would show up, maybe he'd run better.
I'm just saying, at one point he did offer me money to pad his stats. But I'll tell you, I remain impartial. The Sim series will always be fair.
Why is it just Ed is bad at everything and then R? Like,
hey, he almost won
like,
that one Knockos race.
Choke. Yeah, and then after that, he just stopped showing up to Knockos races. When is Knockos coming back?
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Are we really?
Yeah, we are.
Keep the broadcasters in the loop.
We're currently working on the schedule.
Okay. Just so
there will be some changes, but it'll remain mostly the same.
I assume time will stay relatively.
What do you mean? Like the length of the races?
Like starting when we start.
Oh, yes, I think so. Maybe a little bit earlier if we can.
Okay.
Oh wait, you can be loud at night now.
No, I mean it's gonna be hit or miss depending on when we start or anything, because I've received an email
more like
that
hits
says,
or miss. Sorry.
There it is. I received an email that said if you have a half vacant room, which mine is now, you should expect to have somebody fill that spot come spring semester. So
right,
it'll kind of depend on how things look.
Well, hopefully he's a shrimp who just walks out again. That was kind of nice.
Or just somebody that's busy all the damn time and isn't here.
That would also be nice.
You know, that was also convenient, but I don't know. Whatever.
Anyways, Sim series.
Yeah.
Oh no, everyone's doing the hit or miss.
God.
I shouldn't have said it. You shouldn't have said it. You said it. This is your fault.
What? Excuse me?
You said hit or miss.
Well, yeah, you act like I chose for my last name to be.
No, that wasn't. No, the last name came after you said it. Don't try to pivot this to me.
Yeah, because you
or
said
your family.
That.
What was that? Oh god, I like this part of the Sim series broadcast. Might be one of my favorite parts. Just a little break in between when we're busy ordering things and just screwing around. Tell you what, people are going to be happy about fantasy this week. Janza finally made a race. 8 bits from E-Man.
Oh,
big news, everyone. Dad is making spaghetti. Well, I hope you enjoy that spaghetti. Oh. Oh, Jake with the Prime resub. What a legend. Hey.
Game of time.
Game of time. I appreciate it, dude. Like the great Data Rich always says, you can use a Prime sub anywhere on Twitch. Literally, anybody. It's free. And you chose to use it on me. I appreciate that. I really do. Thanks for being here, dude. Wow, Trace is starting literally dead last. That is impressive.
He'll probably be 2 seconds behind everybody and still get involved in the wreck. So we're not stupid.
Okay, the order is set. Means we are going to get ready to go green. Oh boy. No, midlife. Yeah, no. We're not doing that here. We can't. Nah. All right.
Why is the track always look like that? Did the track look like that 5 minutes ago?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Needs a repave, dude. This thing is old. This surface has been...
It's only 7 years old. They repaved in 2011.
Yeah. What
Huh?
do you mean? It looks like. Hold on. Let me look at a photo of Pocono.
The track isn't that. I was just there. The track isn't that.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking at photos right now. It literally looks like that. Google Pocono 2019. That's how it looks. It's got the seams and everything. 5 bits from Spitfire. They gon' wreck. 5 more pre-hype bits, 5 more at the end. I appreciate it.
It's not that dark. It's not that light though.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, okay, all right. It's not that light.
That's what threw me.
Well, how about you throw yourself into commentary mode because we're gonna get ready to go racing here.
Well, maybe I'll do that.
Should I make a rule where if they wreck on the first lap, we try it again? Or are we just gonna... Let's just go with it.
I vote we do ARL rules. Once the green flag flies, we're committed.
All right.
And if you wreck, it's your fault.
This could get...
They don't do it in NASCAR. We shouldn't do it here.
This could get real interesting going into turn 1, and I mean it. Like this...
That just adds to the excitement. This is Rick Allen's wet dream right here. Them going
God.
5 wide into turn.
Well, with that, let's get the command.
Get up there, we get in the top 10, we ride. That's what we gotta do today.
Last year's race winner. This year's pole sitter. Xander M in the 0-1 will lead the field around for one pace lap here at this 2.5 mile, the tricky triangle here at Pocono. With this big draft package and these wide straightaways, I know things are going to get very interesting. Hopefully, they don't get very chaotic too early, but it's definitely a possibility. See how well these drivers take care of each other.
I think Xander's got the best shot because he's going to be in front of everybody when they die 5 wide behind him here on the start.
Well, it depends on his getaway. If he gets a good start,
it should be okay.
If he gets a good start, he'll be in front. But if he gets a bad start, he could have guys going under him.
He could, but feasibly, I don't know about that one.
Oh boy. All right. Buckle up, folks. You're going to need your seatbelts because this is going to be a wild ride here at Pocono. It's such a wide front straightaway. You've got such a huge run before turn 1. The pack is going to be all over the place. Nobody's going to hold back. And then they got to get it slowed down and turned left in a place where there's less banking than it looks like. You kind of have to drive it like a road course because, especially here in turn 3, there's not a lot of help from the track surface.
And there's not a lot of room. You kind of come up to the wall. If you screw up half an inch, you're going to be in the wall. Put somebody else in the wall, and they won't be very happy with you after that.
Xander M is leading this line down the track. He does not want people sticking the bumper underneath him. Green flag in the air, and here comes the spread. Rusty Broussard goes to the inside, but generally at the front it is untouched. But way at the back, this could be carnage through turns 1 and 2. And it looks like everybody's going to get through it okay, but they're going to be 3 wide down the run, out of turn 1 into turn 2. Xander M still out front. Chase the Cody up in a second, but we got guys going way down to the apron on the run into the tunnel turn. Hello, I'm Muse on the inside of Rusty Broussard, as well as the 9 of Fireball to AFK Master. Hangs it around the outside. He picks up a couple of spots. Down this straightaway to turn 3, cars all over the place back in the pack. Oh my goodness, they are using the full width of this racetrack. Out of turn 3, it looks like everybody manages to get through here okay.
Holy crap.
Xander M holds on to the lead. Then it's the 7 and the 60. Then it's Midlife and AFK Master. The rest of the pack still all to fight for. 5 wide into turn 1. There they go. It's the 43 in the wall. The 18 as well. Thick Daddy involved. Big crash.
Somebody's upside down.
Caution flag is out, and we knew it was going to happen.
5 wide in turn 1 doesn't work when you got 2 guys on the flat.
NASCAR Lover 201. The 43, yeah, Emmett Lashbrook, Crispy Fried Racer, DNP, Thick Daddy. Looked like he's going to pull it over.
Got a piece of it. The 3, I think, was the one that almost went upside down.
Xander M's gonna win the race to the line, but boy, these guys want every spot they can get.
Holy cow, guys. It's lap 2 and we're 5 wide in turn 1. Give me a break.
Oh boy.
Oh, gosh. Alright, replay.
Spitfire and
Let's see
NASCAR
what
Lover
goes
are
first.
absolutely destroyed. Let's go back and see exactly what happened. Well,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
5 wide.
That'll absolutely do it. Herman
just stuck his nose down in
Jones goes under Lashbrook. Herman goes onto the painted surface, and they all come into. Whoa! I mean that. Herman's on the
He just got
apron.
collected. He had nowhere to go.
There's.
He was on the apron. And
Oh
that's what
boy,
that's how they
he
made
comes up
contact.
into the
He just hit
3,
apron and slid up.
and those 4 cars go hard into the wall. Then he gets hit by the 92. Oh boy.
Ooh, Spitfire almost went. That almost looked like Almirola's hit it at Kansas a couple years ago. Back into the car, got up off the ground.
Yeah, Ryan Johnston came flying in, and the 92 and the
Oh,
91.
Yeah, that's right, Johnson. Duh.
That well, it's the same thing, Spitfire Johnston, and Crispy Fried Racer just gets packed up in it. Oh boy.
The 43 almost had it saved, and then just at the last second, he kind of leans on Lashbrook a little bit too much, and Lashbrook gets sideways, and then they both go around.
That was
Jones
never
took a
gonna work.
Hard hit. This reminds me of
He backs it up into the fence,
almost reminds me of Ken Schrader's flip here.
and then gets piled into by the 3.
Yeah, and he's still going.
Oh
Don't know
boy.
how.
So
We go on
let's.
board with Chris? Yeah.
Oh,
Here we go.
Yeah, well, let's go on board here with Crispy Fried Racer back in the pack. He's at the very back, going 3 wide with the 39 and the 82.
Yeah. This
And
is the bums back here.
Let's watch this thing
Yeah, the
unfold.
39.
There goes the 3. They're up into the fence. He
And
can't
I
get
mean,
down.
just nowhere to go.
Oh, almost squeezes through, but
Almost. And the 18.
Can't
just
slow it
right in
down
the middle
enough.
of the track.
oh
If he
boy.
would have been on the bottom, he would have been fine. But since he was stuck on the top 3 wide, he couldn't really go anywhere.
And really what it came down to was you've got this huge wide front straightaway, and John Jones. Let's ride behind him here.
They're not willing to give. It's lap 2, my guys.
Jones has a huge run on Lashbrook. He goes to the inside, but then Herman has a big
He
run
had a great run.
on NASCAR Lover. He goes almost into the pit exit here, and now they're 5 wide, but so staggered. DNP's at the top. He has to get way out of the gas. And NASCAR Lover tried to leave him room, but he's on the apron.
DNP was as high as he could go, but he kind of arched down there and kind of squeezed John Jones in the middle of that. If DNP could have gotten away with another lane up, I think he could have been okay.
Boy, some of these guys really escaped it. Let's go on board here with Austin Ripp. He was right behind this. You're going to see the whole thing unfold in front of him.
Yeah, he's going to need a new fire suit after this one. I mean, just...
And there they come together and up the track. Oh boy. Oh boy. And there's flying cars back there. So, oh boy, hard wreck for some of these guys. But
stayed out. DNP is out. And I'm assuming, yeah, Ryan Johnston's now out. And
how
NASCAR
was
Lover, there's
Thick
no way
involved?
He's gonna continue.
Oh, yeah,
just
he caught the
collected
3,
from
yep.
there, yeah.
it doesn't look like a lot of damage, but he was going really slow. So some of these guys managed to stay in the race. John Jones destroyed. Emmett Lashbrook gone as well. Crispy Fried Racer has a bunch of
like
front end damage.
Looks like a Halloween costume, just trying to act like a race car or something. Holy crap.
Oh boy. So apart from the cars involved in the wreck, nobody else decided to come down pit road, which means the order is going to stay pretty much the same. Xander M, Chase the Cody, Savage Toy Show, Midlife, and to AFK Master. We're going to skip on over to the green flag because this is such a long track, and I don't feel like sitting through 2 full pace laps.
Oh, yay. Well, no, this is 3 full pace laps now.
Right, but there were 2 left. We spent the first one watching the replay.
You meant the first 2.
Never mind. We're going to go green next time by
Caution
Xander
came
M.
out on lap 2. We started simming on lap 5. Hello?
Oh my goodness. It doesn't even matter.
Hey, you know what?
Jacob Hitt sitting in 35th place, last of the cars who aren't wrecked.
Hey,
Take that.
You know what? I don't care. I'll pass race, or he'll pass race eventually.
You know what? You're not wrong. That'll probably happen.
Exactly.
Actually, Jacob Hitt's
They're gonna
pitted.
be 16.
I don't
16 more wreck.
I don't think the zero has any damage. That might be some. I mean, he was already at the back. Might as well come in.
It's strategy. Mike Bugger Rabbich is up on the pit box, I guess, and just saying, "Oh, hell with it. We're gonna pit now and
It's Bugger.
try to win." Yeah, better than some of the other clowns that Tony Stewart has had. Looking at you, Chad Johnston. Freaking moron.
Damn. All right, back to the Sim series here. We're single file for the rest of the restarts, which hopefully means a little bit less 5 wide chaos.
Nah, there'll be 6 wide next time by.
Oh boy.
Just to mess with us.
So definitely watch the field spread as they come down the front straightaway again. Hopefully we stay green for at least a little while. See if Xander M can hold on to this lead. He's led every single lap so far today, but more than half of them have been under caution. For lap number 7 of 70, green flag in the air, back again here at Pocono. And it looks like a pretty standard start, but here comes Chase the Coyote. He's looking for the inside.
I tell you what, the 74 of Thick Daddy, I think, is dead. Like, he didn't get that much damage, but he is crawling.
Side by side for the lead. Coming out of turn 2, 1. It's Pocono, it's weird. Chase the Coyote doesn't get a good exit. Xander M's going to clear him coming in the tunnel turn. And that 01's going to hang on to the lead, and it looks like Savage Toy Show's going to hang around the outside. Oh boy. Chase had to get way out of the gas. Here comes the rest of the field. Oh boy, and through turn 3, AFK Master trying to hold the outside. I think they will. You gotta have some faith.
They're not gonna make it through turn 1. There's no way. They're gonna be spread out 3 and 4 wide.
Midlife goes way down the track, and everybody follows him. Ben Pie's on the painted area. Oh boy, and here they come into turn 1 again. 3 wide.
Yikes.
Rusty Broussard stuck on the outside. The 9 had to get way out of the gas, and that's gonna hold up Carnation on the bottom as well.
Jesus, Carnation with a
DTSS peeking to the inside.
Wait, go back. They're 4 wide. They were.
Carnation on the inside now. He's got to get out of the gas. Surely he can't run that tight through turn 2. The field comes out of the turn, and they drop way down the track.
Look at Cody.
Cody's on the apron trying to find some space. Oh my goodness. These guys started single file. That was like a lap ago. The front, at least, is a bit more ordered, but back in the pack, cars all over the place. Janza way down the track.
Janza, my gosh.
All this shuffling going on the straightaway. Creating all sorts of runs with this high downforce package. 3 wide Austin Ripp stuck on the top side through turns 1 and 2. And it looked like Julio Caesar got a little bit of bumper from KHP. Down the short chute into turn 2 again. Carnation still stuck on the inside. And it looks like that's not the place to be, because you got to get so far out of the gas through turn 2. And look at these cars drop down the banking.
Priya just blocking. Trace almost to the inside wall. My gosh, guys.
Priya with teammate Jake 24 behind her.
70.
Oh my goodness. Out front, meanwhile, Chase the Coyote moving down the track a little bit. Could be under attack from AFK Master. The O2's looking to the outside, could make a move. And it seems really possible here. Despite the flatness of this track, the bottom does not look like the place to be.
Yeah.
So top 5 all pretty close together. And the rest of the field still battling. You got Ben Pie going 3 wide, almost 4 wide with Cody. And Priya way up top. Look at these.
Somebody's gonna get hooked coming out of turn 2.
Boy, I mean, they've got this really interesting tactic where coming out of the turn, they drop down the track to get down the banking and try and hold a run.
They don't let the car go up. They turn down coming off the corner. Their right fronts are gonna be dead in 3 laps.
Cody asks, "What did you do to this INI?" These are LPs, baby. These are LPs in action. That's how you get some good racing. Xander M. still with a small lead over Savage Toy Show, but Chase the Coyote right behind him now, looking to the inside into turn 2. It's a tough spot to pass, but let's see if he can make it work. The answer is no. In fact, he might be under attack here from the O2, goes to the bottom, and Midlife wants to get under him. They're going to go 3 wide here for 3rd place. Not quite.
I think Midlife kind of got out of the gas there, knew he wasn't going to make 11.
Probably a wise call.
Man, yeah, just a little bit.
Down the front straightaway again as the whole field fans out in the back. Jared Preston plays YT has made his way to the front. He's now looking to the inside of DTSS. These guys currently battling for 6th place with Rusty Broussard right behind them. Xander M so far has led every single lap today. Oh, bit of a crossover from Rusty Broussard. He does not want to lift off. But Hello I'm Used is going to look even underneath him. But that could cost him. Looks like he's got it all sorted out by the time they get out of turn 2.
Holy crap. I don't think I've ever seen the 00 inside the 20 at a normal-ish racetrack. He's in 16th right now.
Good run, because he must have started at the back. Boy, look at these damaged cars. They are so far off the pace.
I told you, the 74 is snail pace.
As well as the 08 and the 43. It looks like Crispy is way off pace as well. Yeah. The rest of the field staying pretty much
look, there's
together.
Julio in the back. What a surprise there.
Well, if Rolo's doing well, I mean, they can't both do well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just not right.
Here's Brad Flynn. He's back in 27th.
Really? Flynn has been doing so well in the points so far this season.
Rough day for him so far. Michael Deitch has been kind of hit or miss this season. He's back in 25th. In that kerfuffle there with Priya and Janza and all that.
Pure looking to the inside of Hello through turn 3. Might be able to hold a run if he doesn't get tight out of the corner. He's going to duck down to the track, but not a lot of help for sure. Meanwhile, at the front, still single file, but AFK Masters looking to the inside of Chase the Coyote into turn 1. And completes the move. Good pass from AFK Master. As Midlife tries to have a look at Chase, but he's going to end up getting back in line in front of DS Gaming, although very close. I don't know if DS really appreciates that. He's going to go to the inside into turn 2.
Yeah, but that inside line may not work for him. Inside just does not have a lot of grip. It's tough to go south into the tunnel turn.
Yeah, definitely not in turn 2. Turn 1 looks like the prime passing spot. If you get down to the inside.
You could do it in turn 3. You just may have to get in. Get him up out of the groove.
Savage Toy Show pretty close behind Xander M. I don't know if he's got a big enough run to duck to the inside, but I wouldn't be surprised if he had a look pretty soon. Here he goes.
Have a lot of help behind him.
Sends it into turn 1, forces the 0-1 up, and they're going to be side by side coming out of the turn.
Xander kind of got out of the gas a little earlier. I think he was kind of sort of willing to cede that spot, but now, I don't know. I'll have to see what turn 2 brings here.
Savage on the inside, Xander on the outside, and the 0-1 is going to hang it around. And here comes everybody else. 0-2 to the inside, Midlife way down the track, and they're going almost 4 wide.
The AFK Master all but got turned around coming off turn 2. That was close.
3 wide for 2nd place with Chase the Coyote on the inside, AFK in the middle.
Xander M is out of here.
And DS Gaming looks like he wants to be a part of this battle as well.
He's gone.
DS now going to go to the inside 3 wide. Savage Toy Show is going to lose out.
He's going to win this race.
Hey, it's not over yet.
Well.
Rusty Broussard, he's going 3 wide with the 1 and the 83. I feel like
sure Kyle Busch isn't in that 0-1.
It's not over yet. Have some faith.
Wow.
It's the Sims series. Come on now.
Well.
You can never predict what happens in the Sim series.
That is fair. That is fair.
Speaking of which, in the fantasy points, I don't know if you guys are paying attention. Those of you in the Discord, there is Sim Series fantasy competition. It's really fierce. Cigar led for most of the season.
I'm like 36.
But the past 3 weeks in a row, 2nd place Priya has been reeling him in. And when I say you can't predict what happens in the Sim Series, I mean it. There's been some chaotic events and some big points changes. And possibly a lead change this week, depending on how well their picks do. So we're still battling 3 wide, but this time a little bit further down the order. DS Gaming is up into 2nd place.
How did that happen?
Wow, so he made a couple of passes on the previous lap, and we've got Fords 1, 2, and 3. So a great run from DS Gaming. Gotten past the 60, past the 02, past the 83. He's been slicing and dicing.
What team is he even on?
Power Sport. With Asteroid Strike.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Got a good run of the
Where
01.
where the hell is Asteroid Strike? 13th. Okay.
DSGaming to the inside for the lead. Into turn
It's gonna
1.
be the same song as dances before.
Well, if he can clear the 01 coming out of the corner, it might work out.
Yes.
And he does.
Oh, he did.
DSGaming completes the move. New leader number 15.
As long as Xander M would have been able to keep his nose there, he should have been able to get in turn 2, but 15 just didn't care. He was coming up whether he was clear or not.
He's been on a tear recently. Just climbed his way up into first place. See if he can stay up there, but he's got 2 hungry XMRC cars, the 01 and the 02, right behind him. And then Savage Toy Show, who's really been struggling. Looks like he might get passed by the 7, the 83, maybe even the 85. Down the front straightaway they go again.
We can all agree now that 85 is definitely the leader out of the No Quarter Motorsport.
Oh, for sure.
It's been up front pretty much every week, other than that one crash in Atlanta when all of them wrecked in the same corner.
Yeah.
He's been pretty good.
DSGaming able to stay out front.
McSpookboy's actually been able to move up to the grid. He's definitely their number 2 guy. He's 22nd, even though Rolo's in front of him still. But then you got the clowns out back, the 0 and the 39. Yeah. At least the 0 is beating Mech. That's what really matters.
The Spitfire has to fuel. The fuel window is around 40 laps. So
really,
we're pretty much halfway through the run here.
Yeah, so really it's a one-stop.
Yeah, it'll be a one-stopper if
so I have
we stay
no
green.
idea why those guys back decided to pit when they didn't have any. So look for the crew chief at the 0 to be fired.
Oh, look at these hot rods.
Yeah, when are they going to get in the way of the leaders and cause some excitement?
Pretty soon. They're coming into turn 3 right now.
Oh,
And the leaders are coming out of turn 2. Definitely going to be soon.
That's for sure.
So the top 3 starting to pull away. Although Savage Toy Show has dropped 3 more spots in the past lap or 2. The 61 of Pure is looking pretty good as well.
Yeah, he's just moving on it.
Mark Silas, he's up to 9th place. Good run from the 22 as well. Pure's going to drop back in line as we see David Alvarez way back there going almost into the painted pattern on the inside of the straightaway.
Anderson Reed's been able to move up a couple spots. He's now in 4th. He was one of the cars to beat last year here before that late caution came out when the leaders almost wrecked trying to get around the stopped car in the middle of turn 3.
Oh boy.
That was something, wasn't it? The only thing I remember about that is Adria got involved.
Good. So.
Oh, Asteroid Strike was in it too.
Field's starting to string out now. Pure still really wants to get past the 85, trying to gain some momentum coming out of the corner. But all alone.
Him,
yeah, the 85's got the draft from midlife. And that move just isn't going to work. Meanwhile, Anderson Reed trying to make a move on What Incarnation. This is for 13th place. And it looks like turn 1 is the place to do it, but What Incarnation hangs it around the outside. Not clear.
Oh, barely. So close.
And that could be the difference maker.
He almost had him. 2 inches and he would have got him.
Oh, but he does clear him.
Clears him down the straightaway, though.
So he managed to hold on to some momentum coming out of the corner. And Anderson Reed will complete the pass.
Chevy just on straightaway speed. Holy cow. Never thought I'd see the day come.
Rusty Broussard, meanwhile, having a peek at JR Preston Plays YT for 10th place. Nothing comes of it.
A great run for that one team.
Great run for
not having a charter.
All of XMRC. I mean, the other unchartered car is driven by a 2-time race winner in that number 2. And if it's similar equipment, JR Preston Plays YT is out driving him right now.
I still disagree with removing his...
Oh, for sure. He's going to start the chase-offs way down the order. But hey,
pretty much sealing his fate.
I don't know. AFK Master's pretty happy with it. He's up into 3rd place, hanging on to team owner here.
Good luck with that, then.
Pure is still all over the back of the 85 and just can't get past him. He needs some help. But Savage Toy Show is just falling back.
Well, the help's coming. Look ahead. Lap traffic's on the same straightaway now.
Oh, that's certainly going to mix things up. You can see them going into turn 1 now. Anderson Reed goes way down the track.
All the way down to the paint.
He's trying to get past the 55 and the 98, and he might do them both in one set of corners. Through turn 1, 3 wide. Asteroid Strike way up to the top of the track.
I think the 12 had the lift to make the corner, but he's got some help from Carnation behind him. They'll stay side by side. And maybe
Advantage should be Rusty. Yeah, the advantage is still on the outside through turn 2.
Blows by on the outside, but he should be able to now. He should have gotten up in front of Asteroid Strike, but I guess that would have been too smart. So
all this battling, creating a little bit of a pack behind them. The 9, the 20, the 95, the 00, maybe even Carter Friesen in the 33. Ben Pie way down into the paint.
He's not lifting.
These drivers are going hard in the paint today.
He's driving like he types, just all over the place.
And now they're all lined up coming out of turn 1, which means I think we're going to see some moves coming into turn 2. Carnation goes to the inside, gets back in line. Fireball goes to the inside and gets back in line. Now out of turn 2, Ben Pie goes way down to the bottom track. He's trying to get past Carnation. With Carter behind him, has to get way out of the gas coming into turn 3.
I don't know if he wanted to get by Carnation as much as he just...
Lap traffic now. But it looks like they're staying up high, although I don't know where Jones is going. Looks like they're staying up high and letting all the leaders by.
Well, right in the leader's way. That's right. Oh, don't do it. Don't come down.
I think they're so slow that it's not a problem. Like, the leaders have such a big run on them that they just kind of get past them. You can see it in action right here. So at the front, looks like AFK Master had a bit of a tough time getting past the lap traffic because, you know, it's Midlife and Hello I'm You closing in behind him. As the laps are ticking away here at Pocono, we are around 10 laps away from the fuel window opening up. And we might see some interesting strategy. It's certainly shaken up some Sim Series races in the past. But DTSS has led the past 8 laps. Xander M led the first 17. And that lead change is the only one today.
I want to see somebody try and short pit. I want to see somebody pit in the next 5 laps. And then try to make it the rest of the way and try to catch up on the... And, you know, maybe have a couple guys with them so that they're able to pick up. But I'd love to see that other than everybody pits on the same 2 laps and everybody's on the same strategy.
Well, it's going to be tough because track position is so important here.
How many races away are we to chase off? Not that many.
Not that many. So after Pocono, we have Nazareth, Watkins Glen, and Darlington.
Caution.
Oh, yellow flag is out.
Caution.
Austin Ripp. Oh boy. Oh, that's the 08. Emmett Lashbrook.
PNP, that's a oh.
So this will be a lapper, I think. This will be a lapper getting run into. Yeah.
I don't know what happened to the...
Oh, Cody's got a bunch of damage.
Oh.
Big damage to the 28.
I don't know if the 84 is related or not, though.
It might be a separate incident for him. But it was just on this previous lap. So let's go back and take a look at what happened here with Emmett Lashbrook, and Jans was involved as well. Oh, Rolo's in it.
Oh.
So this is coming into turn 2. Rolo's trying to go around the outside and hooks him in the corner.
And he just hooks him. Well, so much for Rolo having a good day. He's got damage now.
And then coming down the track, Jake, big damage. Oh, this is a big one. Michael Deitch is involved as well.
Richard Herman got a piece of that one, barely.
This is much bigger than I thought it was. Jake has some big damage. Let's see if we can take apart what happens here. So the 24, the 57, Cody's in the wall. And Janza got a couple of licks there.
57.
Yeah, that's Michael Deitch.
So Cody's out.
Oh, boy.
Lashbrook is out. Austin Ripp is a lap down.
I think that was an entirely separate incident for the 84 here.
Yeah, that's got to be something different.
What exactly happened? He stuck. Oh, he had an engine explode.
Oh.
Austin Ripp lost an engine on the front straightaway. And he stayed out of the way, so we didn't get a caution from that. Oh my goodness.
Because there was nobody around him.
So let's go. Oh boy.
That was before the caution came out.
Yeah. So that wasn't the caution.
That was just pure coincidence.
He got it parked up and there was no problems there. Oh boy. Rolo, I think he just misjudged it.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, puts the 08 in the wall. And that just starts the trouble. Now you got two cars way off pace. They're going side by side coming out of this corner. And for Cody and these guys behind them, I mean, where do they go?
I think the 08 was just trying to get to the bottom because
yeah. Well, because his engine was gone from the first incident.
His spotter just didn't let him know it was coming, and he just absolutely got ass back.
Well, Jake is coming out of the corner, and you've got two slow cars coming down the track. Where's he going to go?
He's already on the apron. He's going. The 08 was trying to get to the apron. Bro, that's what he was trying to do there.
There's nothing that the 25 and the 57 could have done. Just blindsided.
Just did not tell him who was coming and how fast they were coming, and I mean, hard hit on the inside wall for the 25.
I mean, look at this. Michael Deitch.
Austin Ripp's gonna be out.
Deitch gets it sorted out. He sees the gap. It's there, but then the 08 gets smacked up the track into him. And for Cody and Janza and Herman, there's nowhere they could go. Everyone else gets out of the way pretty well.
Got the least amount of damage out of that.
Hopefully it doesn't affect him too much, but end of the day for the 28 team.
Yeah, Cody done. Emmett Lashbrook definitely done. And Ripp saw explode. He's out.
So I think everyone is going to take 4 tires and fuel. Yeah, so 4 tires and fuel for everybody, which makes sense.
Everybody came down.
Because they should be able to make it to the end. It's going to be tight. They might not be able to do it.
Close. We may have some guys that try to pit right before we go green and then try to stretch to the end, and have some guys that stay out and then try to stretch to the end. So
it's going to be close.
We may see some guys run out of fuel on the racetrack.
It's going to be tight. Without a caution, of course.
Mm-hmm.
What a performance here from DTSGaming. Career drive. I mean, he has had a career season. Part-time last season. Didn't have a lot of success in the number 16. Picked up full-time this year for Power Sport Racing. And if we look at the point standings, right now, DTSGaming in this car is sitting in 5th. He doesn't have a single top 5, but he's finished top 10 in half of the races. So just a great, consistent drive, but today has been the highlight of his season so far. See if we can turn it into a win. So we're going to skip ahead, as we do here at Pocono. I think we did this last season as well. To when the lights are out, and we just have one pace lap. Lap cars coming on the bottom.
Oh no, lap cars on the bottom. This is going to be a cluster. We're getting that next caution.
we might have cautions, breeding cautions here.
I don't think there's a might. I think it's going to happen because you're going to have guys trying to get around. The lap cars are going to get hung in the middle. You're going to have guys trying to get to the inside of them, guys on the outside of them, so they can't go anywhere, and they're just going to be sitting ducks. Nothing they can really do.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So John Jones and Thick Daddy.
Pocketbook for this one.
Oh. Well, we've seen some crazy restarts, and we're sure to see some action here. Oh boy, we're not even halfway through this race yet.
Nope. Feels like we should be, but
we've got a long way to go.
Here we are.
So some damaged cars that have still managed to stay in the race. Rolo in the 00. Jake 24. Despite his hard hit in the inside wall, it looks like they got that front end pretty much sorted out. And Michael Deitch and Janza took a couple of smacks, but I don't think it's too bad for him. They should be able to make some sort of a recovery drive in the second half of this race here today. So lap traffic to deal with. A lot of pressure here for leader DTSGaming. He's led almost as many laps as Xander M, and those are the only 2 leaders so far this race. But AFK Master, Midlife, Pure, these guys have been knocking on the door all day long. Pure had a great pit stop. He's up into 5th. Mark Silas is up into 6th. And I tell you what, Mick Spookboy is in 15th.
Rusty Bassard, 18th.
Ooh, not
Talk
a
about
great
him.
stop
And
at
Trace
all.
is somehow in 23rd. I don't know how that happened.
So for lap 32 of 70, green flag in the air yet again here at Pocono. And DSGaming doesn't get a great start. He's going to be under attack from Xander M going into turn 1. Here comes the 0-1 to the inside. He's got a great run. Is his teammate going to follow him? Side by side for the lead. DSGaming trying to hang it around the outside. They're 3 wide behind them. Pure sent it. DSGaming gets a pretty good exit, though. Down the chute into turn 2.
Look at the middle of the pack.
Oh boy, this is going to get bad. 4 wide for sure, maybe more. They got it sorted out. Asteroid Strike found a hole to get to the bottom of the track.
I don't think they're done yet.
And out of turn 2, oh boy. These guys trying to get around this lap traffic as quick as they can. 3 wide, solid through turn 3. But it looks like they're all good.
Wait, this is going to fan out right here. Just wait. Because that 74 is holding up everybody in their
Xander M has lost 3 spots. Not a good run at all for him. Looks like he'll make it back on pure, but Midlife is in second, and he's got to run on the leader.
He has fallen way back.
Out of turn 1, Midlife wisely stays behind DSGaming for now. He's going to look for maybe a pass later on in the lap, maybe going into turn 1, maybe going into turn 3. Silas goes way down the track, as do a lot of drivers trying to catch that momentum into turn 3. But still, we look to the battle for the lead. Midlife trying to get a good exit. And maybe be the first one to take the lead from DSGaming. Onto the front straight. Mark Silas goes down the track again. Everybody follows him to try and get that draft. We're approaching the halfway point. DSGaming still in control. And Xander M down to 5th. And here he comes to the inside. Midlife feels like he's got a good run out of turn 1. But I think he lost some of that momentum, and he's going to stay behind DSGaming for now.
Yeah, and he shouldn't try to dive it going into turn 2. Bottom and just,
he's learned.
It doesn't work.
and they've been taking notes, that 83 team. He knows that you can't jump to the inside through turn 2, so he's going to try it here through turn 3, maybe.
Thought about turn 3, but I think he should just hang on to it and wait till they get to the front stretch. Trying to make the run going in.
And wait, he did. Here he goes to the inside. See who's got the run. He doesn't quite have it. Trying to sneak and get a little bit more draft.
Doesn't have the help behind him. Big enough gap behind him where the draft didn't help him.
Well, if these guys do go side by side, you know the rest of the pack will be there in an instant. Maybe that's a different line. He keeps exiting turn 1 just a slight bit lower than DS does. And he seems to get a great run. He's right on his bumper through turn 2. Out of turn 2 and a turn 3 again. It looks like everyone's staying pretty much single file. Drivers have learned that these restarts can be hectic and maybe trying to play a bit of a long game for once.
But if I'm somebody in the middle of the pack, I'd still be pretty aggressive because you know that you probably won't be able to make it to the end. So if a caution comes out, it may help you more than it hurts you as long as you're not involved in it. So
Xander M getting really close to the bumper of pure in turn 1. But the 61 stands his ground and holds on to 4th place. But the 01's going to try the inside into turn 2, and I think we all know how this is going to go. He's going to have to get way out of the gas. It looks like he's going to be okay because he actually cleared pure midway through the corner, but Anderson Reed's still going to try and take advantage. Going into turn 3, he gets back in line. So still single file at the front here, but it can only go so long. Once these drivers start closing in on each other, there are bound to be moves. And it looks like this is the best run Midlife has had all day. He is right behind DSGaming. Here he goes, peeking to the inside, no move yet.
Just kind of stay right behind him.
Just about a foot off the rear bumper of that 15. Now he goes to the inside, into turn 2. This is dangerous. But with the 02 so far back, this might actually work out. As long as there's no one on the outside of him, he'll be able to get through the corner just okay. We saw all this single file racing, but now back in the pack, things are starting to get interesting. Mark Silas tries to send up the inside of the 61. He can't do it. Anderson Reed's going to be on the outside. And if the 22 and the 33 work together here, they could have a decent run. Xander M's trying to make a move on his teammate. He's got no help at all. That absolutely will not work. And Midlife still stays in line. Well, AFK's being really nice to him, I'll tell you that much. He definitely could have come down on his... Oh, here comes Midlife again. He's going on the inside through turn 2.
And this is not going to work. He's not close enough to begin with.
But you might as well do it, because AFK Master just can't keep up.
Just lift and get back in line and try and get the draft, because when you get stuck down there on the bottom, it kills all your momentum and just... You slow down a ton.
Savage Toy Show still dropping down the order. Carter Friesen looking to the inside of him. And then there's two of the No Quarter Motorsport cars. Hello, I'm you, 10th. McSpookboy, 11th.
I don't know how McSpookboy got up there. He kind of snuck up on us.
I think he's just been slowly working his way through the field. Here he's trying to get past his own teammate.
Rolo, 33rd, off pace. Ouch.
Yeah, and
he's moved up into 22nd.
Damage again for that 0-0.
Yeah, just the bad luck continues. Maybe it's because this car's handicap effect.
Midlife this time doesn't get a good run through turn 2. AFK goes around the outside into turn 3. I think he made a mistake there. Got tight way out of the gas. The 0-2's past him. I wouldn't be surprised if Xander M has a look. There he goes. Xander M way down the track. Maybe with some help from Pure, this could complete the move. And Midlife's going to lose at least one spot, maybe two. On the outside through turn 1. And Xander should be able to clear him, but can't quite do it. He might have some help here from Anderson Reed. Into turn 2 they go. Now Midlife on the outside. And we'll definitely have the advantage here.
How about this? I talked about, how this was a good track for him last year. Here he is. He's snuck it up. He's in the top 10. He's starting to crack the top 5. Like, he's there.
Who was that?
Anderson Reed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been making some moves. He's going way down on the inside here, trying to have a look at Xander. Can't quite do it. But looking to get past Mark Silas. Might be able to make that completed. Not quite. So DTSS still leads, but now it's AFK Master in second. Then it's Midlife. Then it's Pure, who I believe won last week. Did. So coming off a win. Currently sitting 4th. 61's looking strong. Midlife looking to the inside. Trying to take second back. One mistake dropped him a couple of spots, and now he's trying to claw his way back into the mix, but he doesn't get a good exit out of turn 1, and I think he's going to have to drop back in line behind the 0-2, and he does. But that's allowed the 61 of Pure to close in. And Rem's getting there as well, and Mark Silas. I think that's the highest position we've seen in the 22 all race long.
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet. Haven't heard much from him so far today.
Out of turn 3, I think Midlife has a run in the 0-2. Let's see if he goes and see if Pure's going to follow him. Pure thinks about it, but he's going to stay up high. Midlife has a decent run on AFK Master, though. They're going to be side by side through turn 1. If he can clear the 0-2 coming out of the corner, that'll be pass complete.
Pure slides up a little bit. Can't get there, but Pure's going to stick with him. Now try to look to his inside. That's a stupid move. I don't know. 0-2 might be able to get it here.
I think he will.
83 drives it in. Oh, yeah. Got it by a long shot.
They get so tight.
Try and pass him on the outside.
So tight coming out of turn 2. The inside is just not the place to be.
They almost have to get out of the gas and almost brake just to get the car to turn.
So now Pure's got to run on the outside. Xander M trying to find some air. They might be going 3 wide here into turn 1. But Midlife's going to pull up in front of the 0-1, try and hold off this charge from the 61, who's trying to get around the outside. And Pure's making it work. And Xander M sees that the 61 has the advantage. And passing around the outside of turn 1. Up into 3rd place is the 61 of Pure. And Midlife's going to lose a couple of spots. Thanks for 15 bits, Ethan. I want 15 wide. There it is. Let me adjust. And this has created this cascading effect where Midlife lost so much speed that this whole group of cars behind them are now starting to fan out and look for passes.
He has no help. It's kind of like Martinsville, except in reverse. The inside is not where you want to be.
But if he clear the 1 out of turn 1, no, he can't.
No, he can't do it.
Oh,
And
boy.
Oh,
Spook Boy wants to go to the bottom, though. Nothing of
he
it.
got better at that one. He realized, uh-oh, we're coming into turn 2. That's a no-no.
Boy, that 61 is moving. He got around the outside of Midlife. Now he just passed the outside of Xander M. And he's knocking on the door of 2nd place. He's right behind AFK Master.
We've already seen 2 Canadians win this year. I know he's won already, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind getting a 2nd.
Well, he's been on a charge these past couple laps. I feel like he's sat around 5th place for a while now.
The most winning Canadian driver in Drive-Thru Sim Series history.
For sure.
Because Carter only has one win, right?
Yeah, at CTMP, fittingly enough.
And Pure at least has 1. Didn't he win last year too?
He won last year Martinsville and this year Charlotte.
Yeah. So he already... Okay.
Oh boy, this could get dangerous. Turn 2, 3 by 3.
They're gonna make it.
Oh my goodness.
They
Cage.
can get away with 3 wide somehow. Anything more...
KHP just passed. Oh, in the wall, Benpai. You were saying David Alvarez big damage. You hate to see it, and the caution flag is going to come out.
Well, so much for fuel strategy.
Huge damage to the 20. He backed it in that wall hard.
He just got hooked. Almost the same thing that happened between Rolo, but both cars were actually at speed. Pretty sure the leaders are going to have to race this one back.
Nope. Paceman picked him up.
They made it? Okay.
So that's caution number 3 on the day. Let's go see what happened to Benpai. Well, we were watching it. We knew it would be trouble. All these cars going way down the track.
He comes up because he doesn't want to follow Carnation and just
David Alvarez is there. He just
a big run. And
he just came up into him.
Look in his mirror. And David had no time to react.
Yeah, just a miscue from Benpai, maybe a spotter as well. He's trying to come up the track. David Alvarez has such a big run on these guys. Look at the speed he carries out of turn 2.
And I know at that part of the track, and sometimes typically teams have 2 spotters, and they put a spotter in that general area so they can see the short shoot and through turn 3 to get back onto the front straightaway. So, not sure what's up with that one.
Oh, and pretty big damage to the side of that 11 car. But David Alvarez has had such bad luck in the Sim Series.
And we've seen how bad the wall damage can affect.
Oh, yeah. And we've seen Cody get DNF'd from this race, from getting that right side damage from a similar incident for him. And, oh, David's not happy on the radio, bitterly complaining about Benpai. And really, I think he has the right to do so. There's nothing he could have done.
Yeah, the 20 just cut right across his nose.
Just misjudged it. And, boy.
He misjudged it by a country mile there.
Backed it into the wall pretty good. Got the front and the rear end. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. He's lucky nobody else hit him. His car kind of stayed up by the wall. He didn't back down in front.
And it sounds like Ben's unhappy with the spotter on that call.
Well, you know, they invented these things called mirrors for a reason. So I don't know why he's upset at his spotter when he can also look in the mirror and judge how fast somebody's coming.
So right side tires only for the leaders.
Right. Man.
Luckily, the pit
Looks
road
like
here is
the-
pretty wide, and things are staying pretty much sorted. It's certainly not like the Silverstone pit road.
Wait. We had a crash. Was that Rolo? Behind Ben Pye on pit road. There was a car that was crashed and then moved back. No,
Oh
not that
no,
one.
is that's
Wait.
Anderson?
Wait.
Oh, it's Anderson
It was
Reed.
Anderson. Yeah.
Oh.
He,
No,
Oh, he-
after such
he
a good
turns out
run,
he-
he
Ben
was
Pye-
in 9th place. He's trying to get out
all
of
I
his
saw was a
box.
car-
Ben
all
Pye
I saw
comes
was a
in.
car sideways in a pit
Oh,
box, and
boy.
that's it right there. And he gets wedged in and just can't do anything.
Yep. And that's going to be
I'm sure he's going to be
that's going to be a lap or two behind.
pretty upset. Yeah. And that's what I saw.
There it is, yep.
And then there goes. And
Oh,
man.
boy, race ruined for Anderson Reed. I don't think he's
Yeah.
going to be able to stay on the lead lap because here comes the pace car out of
'cause-
turn 3.
Well, he was ahead of his pit
Yep,
box,
so he's got to
gonna
go the whole way
bring him
around.
all the way around the racetrack.
Oh, boy.
Which around here is going to take like
2 laps maybe.
definitely 2 laps under green, maybe a lap and a half under caution. But yeah,
So 2 tires was the call for, I think, the entire field here, apart from those with damage. So Jared Preston Place is up into 9th. KHP is up into 10th. We saw him passing a number of cars.
that's impressive because he was pretty far back earlier, and you can see on the monitor all the arrows just
Well, yeah,
12 gone.
yeah. And David Alvarez, of course. They actually got the right side of the car looking okay. Hopefully it drives okay.
Yeah.
But that's going to be competitive day done. Boy, they were looking forward to this race too. It's so sad for that team. Both of the full-time, both of the unchartered PT Motorsports cars DNQ'd, and both of the chartered PT Motorsports cars got involved in wrecks today, and entirely of someone else's doing.
That's PT Motorsports' career right there. Just half the cars can't make the race, and the other half crash before the end of the race. So.
And it's not of their own doing too. They're just getting
Yeah.
collected.
It's not like mechanized racing or
You hate to
motorsport
see
where they're
it.
taking each other out. They're just getting involved in other people's messes.
Also, what's up, Ryan? Thanks for popping in. We'll take it. I feel like instead of skipping these these pacing laps, maybe we can take a look
Where
at
are
chat a
we,
little
Bill?
bit. We're Pocono. Come on, I didn't get the place wrong. Just, the session.
Not yet.
What's the prize for the series winner? What do you mean? You're the friggin' Sim Series champion. I'm not giving out money for this. Hold on a second now.
You get a free trip to Canada
Hey, you got a roll in the Discord server. That's pretty sweet.
until the next season starts. So just hope season 3 gets put on hiatus for a little while.
Other
Which
offline
is so-
series is starting. Imagine streaming an offline series at the same time as the Sim series.
Yeah, what?
Like the premier offline
Other
league
series don't exist.
on
Series
the
is only
internet.
thing that exists. NASCAR is fake news.
Serious
Nobody
question.
else can do this.
Is there anything that hits this level of viewership? I don't think so.
CodyHGaming.
Offline league, you shrimp. What do you think of the doubleheader at Pocono? We should do it. We should have done a Sim Series Pocono doubleheader.
Don't make me sick. No.
Jacob's not a
I
fan.
love Pocono. I love Pocono and everything. But dear God, over 1,000. Come on, guys. Like, let's do that at Daytona. Let's do that at Martinsville. Why Pocono? Of all the tracks on the schedule,
Because
we
they
need
don't
two
want to do
freaking dates at Pocono.
they don't want to do 2 dates, but they're still contractually obligated to do 2 events.
Well, you know what? Screw that. Let's
It's okay,
go
it
to a
ruined
good
Jimmy Johnson's
racetrack
career.
in the middle of nowhere.
Huh.
Yeah. And this place has also seen Tony Stewart run for the last time for a couple races twice. So
Yeah, no, we're not doing a Pocono doubleheader. That was a joke. Not in the Sim Series.
yeah, that would suck. Or Tuesday, Wednesday. I'd rather
That'd
open
be
the back door for
something.
the pace band. I'd rather open the back door to the pace van and fly out in front of do that crap.
Yeah,
Come
watch out
on,
for the
man.
43. He's got some sharp things sticking out of the car there.
Yeah, but that'll make it quick and painless.
So, we're going to restart here with 20 laps to go. Everybody's good on fuel, and everybody took
Okay.
right side tires, which means this is just a
How do we
straight
only
battle
have-
to the end.
Oh, that's why. Okay, Anderson Reed must still be on pit road or something because we only have 2 lap cars there in line, and we have 3. So yeah.
Green flag is
makes
out here at
sense. Green
Pocono
flag.
again. Anderson Reed's actually on his way around the track currently.
So we've got 20 to go.
Mark Silas is in 3rd place. He's looking to the inside of the 01. This could be the run the 22 needs. He's got Pure behind him, but Xander M will stay clear of the 22. And he might have a bit of a run here on DSGaming. If there's any time the
Oh,
bottom
be
of 2 is
careful
going to
coming
work,
at
it
him.
would be right now.
Be careful coming out of one with these lappers,
Oh
guys.
boy, cars all over the place. Xander M to the inside.
Get a camera on the guys in the back.
We'll see it when it happens. Xander M gets way out of the gas. He gets so tight, and here comes everybody else fanning out behind him. See the KHP goes to the bottom.
Ay, 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 ay.
Pure down there as well. Midlife trying to get under the 22 of Mark Silas. And DSGaming is checking out.
Yeah, he's gone.
Big lead for the 15. Car's going way down the inside of the track.
Just gone.
And into turn 1, he's got 0.2 of a second between himself and 2nd place. DSGaming has led 34 laps. Xander M has led 17 laps. Everybody else, 0.
Yeah.
Into turn 2, the 61 and the 8, they go way down the track, and I don't think it's going to work out, but Pure finds himself a spot in line. KHP, meanwhile, doesn't. Savage Toy Show also going to suffer. And No Quarter Motorsport. The 6 and the 85 are making their way up.
I think at this point, DSGaming is going to lead the most laps here. As long as he leads this next lap, he should be okay. Because we're coming to 18 to go, and Xander would need 18 laps to tie him. So DSGaming should wind up leading the most laps here. Should is the key word, but oh my gosh, Trace is making a pass.
Yeah, Trace is going down the track, but Hello I Mew is in 7th. McSpook Boy is in 8th. We've been talking crap
You know,
about
Trace
these no
is in-
sport.
Trace is in,
Dude,
Trace is in 16th. He's ahead of Carnation.
side by side for the lead.
Chase.
Turn 2 again. That's not going to work. And this could allow Mark Silas and Pure to get by.
Maybe Pure's going to go to the bottom. Maybe look 3 wide.
Hello I Mew goes way down the track. I think that's going to cost him. He's going to lose out to his teammate. Xander M holds on to 2nd, but it is all fighting behind him. Spook Boy going down to the painted area, trying to find some space. You see Fireball behind him, goes way down the track.
Way underneath Trace.
But then they got to get back up the track and slow down for turn 1.
Ooh. Midlife just sliding up the racetrack. Big time.
And this could get dicey into turn 2. Looks
Yeah,
like they're
side
all
by
sorted
side.
out. They're good.
It's just staggered single file racing.
Well, that's good for them. They can stay up close and maybe form up. Xander M's peeking for the lead. Boy, it's been a story of the 15 and the 0-1 all day today.
Yeah.
And Xander M's got a good run. Here he comes out of turn 3, goes way down the track, but Pure's going to stay behind the 15. He's going to have to send it into turn 1. Pure's going to suck up all this draft.
And Pure's catching up now, too, since they're being side by. You can't make the run coming out. You got to make it going into 1. You can risk making it coming out of 1, but there's no way your car's going to stick on the bottom.
And now Pure's
So
got to
if you
run on the
just-
top side. If he can get to the outside of Xander M before he comes back up in line, maybe. He's on his
Pass for the lead's
corner.
gonna have to
Oh,
happen in
boy.
coming into turn 1.
Oh, for sure.
Clear him getting off turn 1.
Well, that's how
You can't
DS
do it
got the
anywhere
lead.
else on the racetrack. Yeah.
And we were amazed when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But Pure is doing everything he can to try and get past Xander M. But again, it's
And that's
too
not the
early.
place to do it, especially when you don't have help behind you.
But he's going to come
Place
back
to not
up,
do
try
it.
and get some
Yeah.
more draft.
He comes back, but the cars behind him go to the bottom.
Seen all sorts of different lines coming into turn 1, but they all end up single file. Meanwhile, Spook Boy's trying to work the inside of AFK Master.
Got 15 laps to go.
We have a lot of battling yet to be done. Xander M still trying to the inside through turn two. Bit of a different line. Seeing who can hold the momentum. KHP way down the track. Carter Friesen follows him. The top three almost touching bumpers into turn three. Out of the final turn, this could be the run he needs.
He's just got to stay behind him and pull out at the last.
Here he goes.
Right here.
Xander M to the inside into turn one for the lead of the race. If he can clear the 15, that'll be it. But DSGaming holds on.
Oh, DSGaming holds on. Pure slid up the racetrack. That doesn't help Xander M. And now that he's behind DS, it's going to kill that 0-1. Might actually help Pure. He might be able to get by for a second on the outside.
Side by side for the lead still, but Xander M's got to get way out of the gas, and he's going to drop way down the order. Looks like Silas might get past him as well. Not quite. Pure up into second.
The AFK Master put a ginormous block on that 6 mixed spook boy all the way down to the wall. He's going to do it again right here.
Boy, McSpookboy's hungry, but AFK Master just hold him off best as he can. Pure, meanwhile, closing in on DSGaming. He saw that move. They were going too wide coming out of turn one and made the decision to go up top with DSGaming.
And it worked.
And it absolutely worked.
Didn't have the 15 close to cleared, so he was able to push the 15 by, and then he had such a good run from getting the draft. Just able to get right by the 0-1 when he had the lift because he was on the bottom of the racetrack.
Luke asks, at what race do the chase-offs start? After this, we have Nazareth, Watkins Glen, and Darlington. Then it's Daytona, which is the first chase-offs race.
So, 4 tracks that are nothing alike.
Oh, yeah. So it is all to play for here. Here comes Pure for the lead. I think he's making the move at the right...
Then go up to New York.
Making the move at the right place. Xander M's going to try and follow him. It's the same 3 cars battling for the lead.
I think Xander M's going to do the same thing.
Yep, he will. He's going to move up with DSGaming. DS has been so good coming out of turn. Oh, Xander's going down, though. He's going to push the 61.
This isn't going to work. There's no way. Yeah, right there.
DS is going to hold on to it for now.
Silas.
Yeah, that's going to give the advantage to Silas and Midlife, who's stuck around the outside.
Yeah,
Pure's going to hold on to second.
Hurt the 0-1 more than it helped him. He's going.
Really did, because Silas is looking to the outside of him, and then Midlife behind him. DSGaming still leads through all of this battling.
11 laps to go.
And the whole field almost entirely single file, but of course you've got these drivers peeking down low. Priya McShane's got some speed. The 41's up in a 9th place.
And she was in the back of the field for most of the day, so
They've got that car dialed in on that last pit stop. And very impressive run, but now she's going to be stuck on the inside and going to lose some spots. At least one to KHP, maybe another one to Carnation. But actually, McSpookboy helps her out with that block. We're trying to get a hold of the cameras here into turn 3.
What are we, NBC here? Get it together. Or not NBC, Fox, whatever.
Xander M's peeking to the inside of Pure. I don't think he'll be able to make that. I don't know. He's got a pretty good run.
Well, the problem is Pure is so close to the back over the 15. He doesn't have room.
Oh, and just barely gets down in front of Xander M. That was tight.
So 10 to go.
10 laps left here at Pocono.
Gonna make the move.
Pure goes to the inside.
We got guys trying to make moves and they just can't do it. You can't do that, Pure. Stop trying it.
Midlife wants to go to the inside of him.
Lap, it seems like. Here comes Midlife. Big run on the bottom.
Well, Midlife might be able to get past Xander M if he stays behind Pure here.
Maybe. See if he stays down there or not.
But it'll depend on how much draft the 0-1 gets from the 15, because it looks like the bottom side's got a number of cars.
Join him down there too. Xander M's gonna get freight trained here, I think.
He's gonna lose out to the 61, maybe more.
At least, yeah.
Well, I don't know. He's still there.
He fought back a ton coming out of 1. I can't believe he still got offended there. Now I think the 0 has him.
Oh, for sure.
So
Turn 2 is no
really gonna
question.
respond.
Hello, I'm you getting pretty hungry. He's going down to the apron, looking to the inside of the 22 and the 83. Midlife,
Wide.
almost 3 wide. Hello, I'm you had to get out of the gas. He knew that was going to be problematic.
You should just send it on in there anyways.
Down the front straightaway. Again, it's a tail between the 01 and the 15. And they're closer together than they've been for the past couple laps here.
I feel like we've seen this movie before.
I really do.
This back and forth, these guys.
Out of turn 1, getting pretty busy deep in the pack. The 16, the 9, the 33, they're all over the place.
Brad Flynn just running 4 lanes back there.
But the 2 most dominant cars today are going to fight it out for the wins. Xander M peeking to the inside through turn 3.
As long as nobody in the middle of the pack crashes, they'll be able to fight it.
He's got a pretty good run on him. He goes to the inside.
There he goes. And there's a lot of distance between them and the rest of the field. But
Side by side into turn 1. Xander M tries it again. Can he clear the 15?
It's going to be close.
But again, DSGaming holds it around the outside. Who's Pure going to help?
Oh, so close.
Pure goes to the bottom. It's going to be side by side again here through turn 2.
That 15 is still there.
Xander clears him. 0-1 to the lead, but the 15's still there.
Not yet. Oh,
Now he goes to the inside.
Crossover.
Down into turn 3. DSGaming trying to take the lead back from the 0-1. They're going to be side by side coming out of turn 3. DS still peeking to the inside.
Cleared him. Man, what a pass.
What a move. That took an entire lap.
They're so far getting ahead again. I don't think DS has the run on the bottom there. Yeah, he doesn't. He's going to pull back up. So 7 laps to go here.
McSpookboy is in the top 5. He spent the entire race climbing up the order. Here he is in 5th place. Doesn't even have time to make a difference.
Here comes Pure. That's going to be a bad move.
It's okay as long as there's no one on the outside of him. If there's someone on the outside, they got to get way out of the gas. But he can send it in. He'll be okay for now as we see some more battles deep in the pack. They're going to come to the line here with 5 laps to go at Pocono, and still everything to fight for.
Yeah, I don't think this is over quite yet. I don't think Xander has this one locked up. At least not yet.
Pure goes to the inside of DS into turn 1. Doesn't quite get under him.
Doesn't have it. And that hurts the 15 more than anything when he's got some pass while he's trying to catch up.
But as long as he's on the outside into turn 2, it should be okay.
Yeah.
And it looks like he'll be able to run the line that he wants.
Yep.
But not over yet. Andrew M, since he's gotten to the lead, has managed to stay out there. DSGaming's had all these guys behind to worry about it.
If we get a caution from here to the end, we're gonna finish this thing under caution. So
oh,
these guys have to keep it clean.
Oh boy, this might happen before the end of the race. Jake 24 is way off the pace.
Before the end of the race. That's not a matter of if, but when.
Pure still has such a good run on DSGaming.
They're gonna get their last lap.
This could shake absolutely everything up.
It's gonna be just like Daytona at the beginning of the year.
Oh boy. Top 5 close together. That's turn 3. And here come the leaders.
Turns around and wins this race. I swear.
That would be unbelievable. He had such a poor qualifying performance.
That would scream Sim Series if he did that.
3 to go.
Midlife came up. Sheesh, this is
3 laps left. Pure still has a look at DS. Every time they come into turn 1, he has a peek to the inside, and every time he's not quite close enough.
Gets the run a little bit too late there. If he would come just a couple yards earlier, he may be able to have the run, but just cannot do it.
No driver in Sim Series history has won at the same track twice. Ever. And Xander M's looking to be the first one to try and do it. Can he dominate Pocono?
There's a certain car that's going to be in his way before the checkered flag falls.
Oh boy.
That could be a little bit of an issue.
2 laps to go.
He has to catch him at the right moment where he's able to get blocked. If he catches him going into a turn and the 25 is in the racing line, forget it. If it's on a straightaway, he can get out of the way. In a turn, he's pretty much out of luck, and I think he might catch him going into turn 2.
This could be dangerous, especially gets to the inside. Oh boy.
You're going to want to pass him on the outside, but they're going to the bottom.
He doesn't have a choice. He's going to clear him. He's going to get past him.
He's going to clear him, but
Pure doesn't.
Pure gets held up.
Ah, it shouldn't be too bad, though. Pure's jumping to the inside now. It's between the 0-1 and the 15.
Don't wreck.
That's going to take the pressure off of DTSGaming.
Yeah,
He's got a ways to go still, and his best shot is going to be into turn 1.
He had the lift coming into turn 2. So
White flag in the air. Pack is all over the place. We might not be done yet.
I don't think they'll get to the set. I think it'll be close, but I don't think they'll make it to him before they get to the flag. I think he's just a little too far out ahead, unless he stomps on the brakes coming down the back straightaway.
I don't know. I think they might get him in turn 3.
Yeah, I was going to say, turn 3 might be a little hectic. But
I think they're going to be okay. Xander M has held off a charge, a hard charge from DTSGaming.
Watch here at the exit of 3. I think they're just gonna time this out. Xander M, 2 in a row at Pocono.
He won it last season. It looked like it was all done for him this season, but boy, oh boy, what an immense battle between Xander M and DTSGaming. Between those two drivers, they led every single lap today. The 15 and the 0-1. DTSGaming led almost twice as many as Xander M. He'll take the bonus points, but he will not be locked into the chase-offs. He will take a solid points haul.
I was going to say, you said he was 5th before this race?
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be okay. As long as he doesn't finish dead last in the next 3 races, he'll make the next round. Or he'll make the playoffs entirely.
What a great win. What a battle. I want to go back and see that. The race-winning move was fantastic.
Yeah.
And it took him a whole lap to do it. Because he came out of turn 3 with a big run on DS. Sent it into turn 1, but then DTSGaming still just kept his bumper on the outside as they came out of turn 1 and into turn 2. I think it was this. The push from Pure might have completed it right there. Because we know how hard the inside is.
That certainly helped him.
And without DTSGaming there, he was able to come up the track. But then DTSGaming comes down the banking, tries to counterattack into turn 3.
I think if he would have stayed there in line, he would have had better through 3 and gotten the suck up down the front straightaway and could have had a...
Because right here it kills his momentum.
Since he went to the bottom, he didn't ever have to. So he just sucked. He's going to lose time.
And at that point,
without that help behind him.
He was vulnerable to the 61 because Pure was also so fast.
Yep.
Oh, David Alvarez has jumped out of the 11 car. He limped that car home to 29th, and he is walking towards the 20 pit right now. This could get dicey.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hide the pit crews.
Oh, boy.
Oh, can we talk about Carnation?
Where did he finish?
He was a 15th place car. He finished 7th.
Wow. Hold, some of these positions surprised me. There were
Trace 17th.
There were a few runs at the end which blew my mind. Carnation was in 10th here with 5 to go. And I guess he was in 10th with 3 to go. Wait, hold on. He was in 10th with 2 to go. So
was it I think it was the lap traffic, I guess.
It wasn't. He gets around the outside of AFK Master coming out of turn 2. Oh, Hello IMU goes way down the track.
Right here. Hello just had to come up on the racetrack.
And then, AFK Master is trying to make that corner. Couldn't do it. And Carnation says, sure, I'll take a couple of spots. He gets a bunch of draft here from the 22.
And he's going to pass Mark Silas, too. Right. Is he going to do it? Okay. I thought.
Oh, yeah, he's going to do it in turn 3.
Oh, he did it because the 6
Coming to the line.
Wow.
And gets that draft from the 6 of Mick Spookboy.
He only got by because the 6 got stuck on the bottom in turn 2, and that held up the 22 there. Wow.
Carter Friesen ended up in 10th as well. So AFK Master lost a number of spots here.
Yeah. Carter used the lap traffic and also kind of did what Carnation did and just blew by people on the outside in turn 2.
So let's take a look at the results. Xander M takes... What is his career win number? It's his first of the season, so that's career win number 3.
I think it's his 3rd, yes.
And that's his first since Pocono last season.
Yeah.
But he's dominated this track. Nobody else has won a Pocono in the Sim Series, which is an immense stat. So Xander M is going to lock himself into the chase-offs. Let's export these results and take a look at how do you spell Pocono?
Okay, if I am Xander M, you got to give Luke Rainey his.
But you can't because the rule is you can only change it once per season, and he locked that in.
Well, that is stupid because
absolutely,
he really hurt.
He's gonna be guaranteed a start once the chase-offs start, but he's gonna start the chase-offs way down the order because he hasn't made these races.
Whoa, hold up! Why is the caution out? We have a crash after the race.
What? Wait, what?
Check the track post race because the ticker is yellow, as well as the snap. So there was
there a wreck coming to the line? No.
Must have been a wreck somewhere, unless it was like on pit road.
Take a look at the lights here on the pace fan. Oh,
there. Had to be coming onto pit road.
Probably. I mean, it's probably them just stack. Yep, someone hit the barrels. There it is. Mech gave up.
Of course.
Not a great day for the 97, needless to say.
So short, he can't even see over the steering wheel, and that's what happens.
There it is. My God. That's not standard procedure, I'll tell you that much.
No, unless your name is Matt Kenseth, that's not how you enter pit road.
Okay. We're going to go ahead.
Kenseth over 2004.
We're going to go ahead and take
whatever that was.
a look at the point standings after 11 races. Remember, ahead of the chase-offs, all we have left, Nazareth, Watkins Glen, and Darlington. And still a lot to play for here. Let's take a look at what we've got. So as we load up the standings, Chase Licouty still in the lead, despite his poor performance, by a healthy amount over Brad Flynn and Hunter B. Priya McShane up in a 4th.
All 3 of those guys did not have a good day.
Yeah. DTSgaming stays in 5th place. Does he stay in 5th place? Yeah, he does. Okay. Just making sure. Then it's Xander M, who passed KHP by 1 point, but now he's locked into the chase-offs. Then it's Pure, Ben Pye, Richard Herman doing pretty well, but he has not won a race. So DS hasn't won a race. He's sitting in 5th. KHP hasn't won a race this season. He's sitting in 7th. Neither is Herman or Jake 24, who's in 11th.
12 guys make the cut, right?
It might be increased to 16 because nobody has won a race more than once this season. Let me take a look here. We have so far. Let me count up our race winners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
11 races.
Wait, no, we've had 11 different winners.
Yeah.
5, 6,
so
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we have to. We're going to have to increase it to 16.
So Carnation is now the cut line, but...
No, he's not. Because McSpookboy won.
I was going to say because Luke Rainey, he's bumped down at least that, plus McSpookboy, you're right. So really the cut line is Rusty.
Where is Rainey? Yeah, so Rainey and Carter Friesen.
Oh, okay, DNP's the cut.
Yeah, so right now, Rusty Broussard is not going to make the chase-offs, but DNP will.
DNP and Hallow are tied in points. Won't really matter because Hallow's locked in because he has the win, but still.
These are the points from last race? I thought... Hold on. Let me make sure.
Oh.
See, I figured something was wrong because DTSGaming is sitting in 5th. Let me double check the stats here. A?
Did you forget to put the...
I put them in.
Oh,
Do we need a refresh? We might need a refresh.
Typically, refreshes are good. I was wondering how DNP was so far up there. Like, outside the top 30 after the wreck.
What? Does Chase not have 1281?
Somebody look at the points from last week.
What were the points last week? Hold on. Figuring some things out here real quick. What were the points last week?
Yeah, Chase had 1281 last week.
But why didn't this add his new points? Because I put them here. They're right here. I'm looking at them.
No. They're all the points you're showing on screen right now are from last week. All of
I
them.
know. But like, I have
I don't know why.
the new results. Why does that switch the order between DNP and Hello when I add the new standings? Why? What? Oh, I know why. Hold on.
Wait,
I got it. I found it. We're good. We're all good. Hey, there it is. Yeah, there's one thing I needed to move. Okay, we're good. So,
Good grief.
back to what we're looking at.
What a guy.
You should be thankful I do this damn series. I see y'all in the chat. All right. Chase the Coyote with 1402 with a really small lead over Xander M and DTSGaming really close behind. So, of the drivers who haven't won at the top, Chase the Coyote hasn't won, DTSGaming, KHP, Richard Herman hasn't won. Neither has Carnation or Jake24 or Midlife. But they're all currently sitting in the chase-offs. Rusty Broussard is 10 points out, as is Savage Toy Show. And then Mark Silas is 18 points out. So this is a really tight cut line battle.
With the guys that have won and aren't in the top 16, that moves that cut line up.
Yeah, so it's between Midlife and Rusty, right? No, 3 boys haven't won. So it's between Jake and Midlife. We'll do the math in the Discord, all right?
McSpook Boy's out of it. Luke Rainey's out of it. And Carter, you said.
DNP is slipping.
So
boy, he's down in 19th.
Well, yeah, DNP finished outside the top 30. Didn't get a lot of points from today, so...
I tell you what.
I'm surprised that he's that far down.
We've talked a lot of smack about Xander M and his decisions.
Mm-hmm.
If AFK Master gets above the cut line in the next 3 races, he'll have 3 cars in the chase-offs. Like that, I don't know. This is what he was going for. He's trying to play this long game. Remember, AFK Master has done 2 less starts than everybody else on this table. And he's sitting in 20th.
Yeah, well,
so he gets...
Rainey's lost, what, 3 starts?
It's true.
So...
I mean, yeah, it came at...
It's useful, but
it came
it's
at a cost.
Useless in the long.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do a chase-off standings. Don't worry. Keep an eye on the Discord. As usual, keep an eye on the Discord. Carter Friesen also is locked in with his win. Where is McSpook Boy in the point? McSpook Boy is 18th. He's 18th, and he's run every single race, and he has a win. And he's that far down the order. Oh, boy. Luke Rainey is down in 30th. Luke Rainey now has less starts than AFK Master. He's DNQ'd 3 races of the last 4. Wow. So, Carter Friesen also has made 2 less starts than everybody else, but then it's Fireball, Mech, Cody, Asteroid Strike. Very disappointing season. He's had 1 top 5 and 2 top 10s. A chase-off driver last time out, down at 25th. Michael Deitch continues falling down the order. He's down to 26th. That is Anderson Reed. Trace Ryder actually gains a few positions this week. He's up to 28th. Ryan Johnston also had a not so great season. He's down in 29th, ahead of Luke Rainey, who started 3 less races than everybody else, and then Janza, who's started 2 less. And then it's the drivers who are currently in danger of losing a charter. If they continue to be outperformed by unchartered cars, NASCAR Lover, Julio Caesar, and Rollo could have their charters removed between Season 2 and Season 3. Definitely
That's
something
big
to keep
for
an eye on.
NASCAR Lover because
Oh, yeah.
he's been hit or miss. Just started at Daytona and just kind of snowballed from there. Same thing with Rollo.
NASCAR Lover has 5 DNFs in 11 starts.
Yeah, you know, the almost flip today certainly didn't help.
And then Crispy Fried Racer hasn't run all the races. Neither has anyone else down this far on the list. Emmett Lashbrook, Goky, who recently retired, F1 Fan, who also retired. And it's John Jones and Jared Preston plays YT.
And then the next page is 90%.
David Alvarez is up into 42nd. He's past VGO3.
Wow, that's incredible.
And then it's a lot of the part-timers.
Yeah, 46 and the 40. 46 like Z. However many freaking drivers there are for that.
Yeah. Well, actually, if I look at 46F is David Alvarez. If we get one more, they're going to be G. But I'd like to point out, like, 46A through D have 0 points. Huang Do, 0. Ed Soundhead, 0. Nitro, 0. Pantallica, 0. Like the team owner.
Well, and the 40 hasn't been any better.
Tropical, 0. Austin Delgado, 0. Kamikaze Games, 0.
0.
Not a great situation for the 66 either, apart from...
Oh, yeah, the 66 is god-awful.
Sabretooth has 2 starts and 2 DNFs in the 66. Yep. Kiani has 1 start and 1 DNF in the 66.
Yep. And Cigar hasn't made
Cigar and No Compass have DNQ'd all of their starts in the 66. Oh my goodness.
Clowns. Oh my goodness.
And with that, this broadcast comes to an end. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. Fiasco, you missed the whole thing, but thanks for being here.
Imagine being a bum and missing the whole thing.
And next week is an SSAL off week, but the Sim Series is going to nearby Nazareth Speedway. The first time we're ever going to see the Sim Series there.
Cody's posting in the wrong chat. There it is.
And it should be a good show.
Backwards big one time. Wait, wrong channel.
It's okay, Fiasco.
What a...
But yes, Amateur League will be off next week because they're flying the cars from France back to the US, and we're going to see some more oval action. Should be a good time. Thanks again.
Finally.
Thanks for Jacob Hits. Thanks for being in the booth with me through the whole race. It was a good time. Oh yeah, thanks for the bit Spitfire. One hell of a show. Congrats, Xander. I got last. And damn, see y'all at Nazareth. All right. Well, I will see you all at Nazareth then next week. If you're on Twitch on Thursday, did I say Thursday? I think Thursday night.
Yes.
We're going to be doing Need for Speed Carbon, the police chase challenges, the really hard ones, which will take a long time, but that'll be fun. And maybe Friday, Saturday, we'll do something more, but we'll see. All right. Good night. Hope you enjoyed the show. Bye, everybody.